Okay, so it's looking like I may be offside. So I'm going to actually close this early and flip my bias and go long and treat this as a breaker. So buying 2 right there. Stop loss is under these 2 consecutive up close candles. And I'm seeing that as one breaker, but I'm going to focus on this last candle here, right there. And instead of hunting for sell side, we're going to target buy side liquidity up here. And actually, since we took a loss on that first trade, I'm going to pay myself a little earlier just to make sure I recoup that. So I would take a partial inside of this fair value gap here. There we go. So we have fair value gaps in here inside of that breaker. So that's nice. We have a market structure shift above this high when we rallied up. So that's something I like to see. This down close candle is a bullish order block. It could trade down into that. That's perfectly fine. And again, targeting premium arrays, this fair value gap. And then, of course, best case scenario target is buy side liquidity up here. Once we take out this high here, my stop loss will be moved to break even, and it'll be a risk-free trade. And once this partial gets hit, we would have recouped that previous loss, maybe even earn a little bit of profit, and we're holding out for buy side liquidity. All right, make sure to join the Discord as well. I live stream every week only for paid Discord members. So if you want to see me do this live, if you just want to see how I trade, how I internalize price action and break down the market, what I see and what I use to get into trades and get into the marketplace, if you want to see me do that live, just click the link in my bio or in the description below, and I'm sure you'll find some insight in there. It's pretty good stuff. All right, so we cleared that high. So now it's a risk-free trade. Stop loss move to break even. Lock in a tick or two just to cover the spread and commissions. And we're letting the rest run. We have a couple of fair value gaps here with these two down close candles. That is a bullish order block. Stop loss is resting below mean threshold of these two candles. So stop loss placement is fine. And again, waiting for our partial to get hit up here. Now, once our first partial gets hit, my stop loss is going to be trailed underneath this low because this down close candle, I'll be treating that as a bullish order block. And I'll also be locking me in a little bit of profit as well. want to see this fair value gap act as support and take us up into our first objective. This is when experience comes in as a trader. Right? Don't get anxious and think about closing your position early, or don't start playing with your stop loss, right? When you're in a position like this, when price is so close to your take profit or your first partial, this is when you just stay calm, let the algorithm do what it does, and just submit to the trade idea. You don't want to get emotional and start pressing buttons. Just let it run, let it do its thing. All right, it's a risk-free trade. You have no money at risk. Worst case scenario is you get stopped out at break even, and no harm, no foul. So just submit to the trade and just let it run. All right. So first partial hit, and I'm pretty sure that covered the previous loss that I took and then some. Now I'm going to move my stop loss, like I said, underneath this low here and lock in some more profit. And I want buy side right here. If we close above this fair value gap that we use as a target, my stop loss is going to go right here because I would want this fair value gap to be treated as an inversion level, meaning I want it to see it act as support if we close above it. And if that's the case, my stop loss will be right here, which is underneath these two down close candles, which is a bullish order block. So I'm watching to see how this candle closes. All right, so we closed above it. I trust now moving my stop loss underneath this low because we have a volume imbalance here, an order block, and a potential inversion fair value gap. That's 3 PD arrays that can be used as support. So if we were to take out this low, I don't want to be in the trade anyway. So I'm fine moving my stop loss right here. All right, take profit is about to get hit here. And there we go. So losing trade to start off with. Okay, I was bearish at first, looking for sell side to be taken. Realized I was offside. Okay, as soon as we were crossing this up close candle here on the upside, I saw that as a bullish breaker, immediately went long as this candle was trading up into it. All right, fair value gap, breaker, fair value gap, rally, fair value gap, order block, rallied, buy side liquidity tagged. So that's the business. All right, don't be afraid of losing trades. All you have to do is just manage your risk, right? Know how to move your stop loss to reduce some of that risk when you're in a live trade. Don't get emotional. Know how to read price action. And if you ever find yourself on the wrong side of the market, you'll be able to do something like this when you could just flip your bias like a blink of an eye and make back what you made, or sorry, make back what you lost, and then some. So hopefully this one was insightful for you. Join the Discord if you're not in there already. I will be live streaming tomorrow for paid members, of course. Hope to see you in there. I'm sure it'll be helpful for you if you're still struggling or just want to learn how I internalize price action. Definitely click the link in the bio or in the description below this video. So I see you guys in the next one. Be safe. Peace.